Hi everyone, my name is Tracy Nugent and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy it. So I apologize that I only have capacity to be uploading one video every month. I really do want to prioritize this channel. I do want to upload more videos, like just more speaking videos, and I feel like I constantly have so many topics I want to talk about with you guys, and just so many things in my mind or things on my chest that I want to get off. And I just want to be able to speak on like any emotions and feelings I've been having lately. And yeah, there's just so many ideas that are like brewing in my mind, but I just don't have the time to sit down and talk to the camera and edit the video and create the thumbnail, and uploading it takes so long. Uploading is actually hell. It literally takes so long, especially when I'm trying to create these like 4K HD quality videos. To be able to keep the quality crisp and just high definition, it takes a long time to upload. So that's kind of the most deterring factor as to why I don't really like sit down and create more of these YouTube videos. Sorry, I'm just trying to move closer. But yeah, so you already know what time it is. It's December. So for those of you who celebrate, Merry Christmas. Or for those of you who don't celebrate, just in general, I hope you have happy holidays, a wonderful holiday season with your family and your friends and your community. But yeah, since it's December, I am gonna be reading December's chapter from this book, the Leaping Hare Nature Almanac, your year-long mindful guide to reconnecting with nature. And not only am I gonna be reading December's section from this book, I am also gonna be including a little section from this book as well towards the end, like I always do in these videos. And this is called Complete Healing and Natural Remedies, a holistic approach to mental health and healing, natural remedies, foods, lifestyle strategies, and therapies. So I'm just gonna be reading a tiny bit from this book, but as you know, for the most part in this series of videos, I mostly read all of my information, or most of my information, from this book, because this book is really great, and it has dedicated chapters and sections for each of the months that we have in the year, and like each of the 4 seasons, and it kind of just helps us, or at least teach and advise us on how to romanticize our days, romanticize the months, and romanticize each of the seasons. So I love this book so much, and I'm so happy that I created this little YouTube series, because I feel like even if not that many people watch, I mostly create these videos for me so I can watch and look back on. And yeah, whenever I'm feeling a little low, and whenever I'm feeling like I'm constantly wishing for a different season than the one that I'm currently in, I tend to grab this book and just revisit the month that I'm currently in, or the season that I'm currently in, and just really soak it in and romanticize it for what it is. Romanticize the present moment, romanticize each day as it comes. So I mostly make these videos for me, but it would be great if these videos could help anyone out there as well who might deal with like seasonal depression or any like mood disorders because of the changing seasons. I'm gonna turn down the music because I feel like I'm trying to yell and scream. Right now, I think there's an ad popping on, but let me see if I can turn down the volume a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just gonna keep my videos very raw, unfiltered, unedited, because I feel like if I obsess over being a perfectionist with my YouTube videos, then I'm never gonna sit down and film them, because I'm always just so nervous about like messing up and stuttering over my words, forgetting what I'm supposed to say, or like needing to like edit or cut out scenes like this one where I left to go turn down the volume of my music in the background, or like a little commercial thing popped up because I'm listening to like a Christmas music, like jazzy, cozy live stream, and since it's a live stream, there's like ads that pop up and stuff. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm just listening to, let me grab my laptop so I can show you. This is called Smooth Christmas Jazz in Lakeside, Cozy Christmas Coffee Shop Ambience with Jazz. I had to turn down the quality a bit of the video because my Wi-Fi sucks, but this comes in 24K HD quality, which is really nice. But yeah, it's very pretty. But since it's December and Christmas and just, you know, the holidays in general are coming up, I wanted to do something a little special for this video by playing some, you know, cozy, jazzy, holiday themed music in the background while I talk to you guys and while I read from this book. But before we jump into it, I just wanted to give a little update. And again, I do plan on making a whole entire video talking about this because I feel like it is not fair for me to just kind of blurt this out in a non-related video. But I officially am unemployed. So I made the tough decision to quit my corporate job. It's kind of funny because the reason why I started this channel was because of the depression and stress and anxiety and like all of the burnout that I constantly felt from my corporate job. And, you know, I'm so grateful for my time there, and I'm so grateful for all the people there that I've met, and just, you know, I'm grateful for the organization itself for even having me during that time, and believing in me and teaching me so much. I'm so grateful for all the skills that I learned from there. But most of all, I'm grateful for, I guess, you know, my burnout that I had from that job, creating this spark and this drive in me to want to create something for myself, like this YouTube channel. And I'm actually in the process of wanting to create a fitness, like a virtual fitness studio, because, you know, I'm like everyone else. I don't really seem to find motivation to really work out, which is sad because I am a dancer and I feel like my skills have plateaued a bit, and I just feel like I don't really have the motivation to work out. But I'm hoping with creating like this virtual online fitness studio, where I'll be posting videos on a separate YouTube channel and also on Instagram and TikTok, short form videos on Instagram and TikTok, and then long form workout videos on like my other separate YouTube channel that I created. Hopefully that'll kind of like help motivate me to move my body more mindfully and intentionally, and just move my body more in general. I feel like I've been such a depressed couch potato the last few months, and I want to start off 2026 strong. So the channel and this fitness studio is not going to be launching anytime soon. Hopefully I can get it up and running by early next year, or like in a few months, because it's already December. But no promises. I'm still in the process of getting all of my fitness credentials and certifications. So that's been taking up a lot of my time, and also just kind of spending time with friends and family. And, you know, I'm also a caretaker for a lot of my family members, like my aging grandmas and stuff like that, my parents. So, and like, you know, I'm very close with my nephew, and his birthday was recently last week. So just kind of spending time with him and everything. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot of just time with family and, getting ready, gearing up for the holidays and just trying to end the year smoothly. So, anyways, yeah, I quit my job because it was taking a toll on me. What's funny is I actually quit way back in late August, but I decided to stay on board with them and do part-time work with them as we're training a new person to come in to take my spot or my role fully. So I was doing part-time with them since August up until now. I just finished my last day this past Monday, actually. Today is Thursday, so I just finished on Monday, and I shipped my work laptop back to them and everything on Monday, so it was very, very bittersweet. I said all my goodbyes to everyone last Friday, but yeah, I'm really excited for this new chapter in my life. I don't really know what I want to do yet. I majored in business, and quitting my corporate job was not really in the cards, in my plan at all for what I saw for my future. So yeah, I don't know. I do want to create my own business or create something for myself. And I want to put my business degrees to good use. And I say degrees because I majored in business as an undergrad for my bachelor's degree, and then I also got an MBA, my master's in business, obviously, and I want to put them to good use. So I want to just be able to create something for myself, or if nothing ever pans out for me, then at least I'll have maybe another corporate job to fall back on someday in the future. But yeah, I don't know. I really am scared and nervous for the future, but I'm also really excited and relieved that I get to spend this time healing my nervous system and my mind and body, and just be able to do things that make me happy and joyful, and I don't know, just be able to romanticize my life a little bit more. But anyways, I don't want to drone on and on because it's already 12 minutes in, so I know that I want to get right into this book. So that was my little update of just what's going on in my life so far. So I'm officially unemployed right now, and I don't get paid from this channel at all, and I still haven't started my second channel or my fitness virtual studio business or anything yet. So I want to get that up and running sometime very soon in the near future. But I'm also thinking about taking like at-home clients, like personal like fitness clients as well, as part of like my fitness business that I want to create. But anyways, I will make other videos on those topics. These are just little mini updates and summaries of what's been going on in my life. But it's time to read from this book now, because it is, God, I don't even know the date. I think it's like December 11th or 12th today. Let me check. Okay, I was ahead of myself, thank God. It's December 11th today as I'm filming this video, so I'm kind of late. I used to try to get these videos up on the channel by the first day of the new month, so that meant that I would have to film towards the end of the previous month, but man, it's the holiday season. It's been so busy and crazy, so I'm filming super late, so hopefully I'll get this video up and running before Christmas comes, or like the holidays in general. Okay, so jumping right in. Sorry for the blabbering, but we have officially reached the winter season, and I love the illustration. It's very cozy. And in this book, winter consists of December, January, and February. And there's like snowflakes and little pine cones and evergreen trees, and a little fox here probably trying to find a place to hibernate. I'm such a chatty Kathy today. Usually I just want to like get into reading, but I feel like I never get to really talk to the camera that much, so I only film a video like once a month, so I feel like I'm constantly wanting to update you guys on everything, and I'm such a chatty Cathy. Okay, December. Time to be connected. Embrace nature's cycles and weather in all its enlightening forms. So that was the little blurb for December, and here is the illustration. It's so pretty. I honestly, the older I get, the more I love winter so much. Like, I genuinely adore winter now. I love having all 4 seasons where I live. I live in New England, specifically Massachusetts, as I think I've already mentioned a few times before. But yeah, I absolutely love New England. I love getting to experience the coziness of all 4 seasons here. It's really nice. When I was younger, I used to hate it. I used to want to move somewhere like Florida or California, or I don't know, somewhere that was just like warm all year round, because I have always been more of like a warm weather person, and I love the sunshine. I love wearing my cute little dresses, my summer dresses. Summer has always been my favorite season, and then spring has always been my second favorite. And I get cold easily too, so you know, winters have always been like very bad for me and for my mental health. But I feel like the older I get, the more I actually really do appreciate the coziness of fall and winter and like these colder, gloomier months. Sorry, a commercial just popped up on my live stream, so let me try to skip it. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't know, the older I get, I feel like the more I do appreciate all 4 seasons, and each one is so distinct and necessary for, you know, living a peaceful, cyclical, nature-inspired, intentional life. And I think each one definitely has its place in our world, and I'm so grateful for all of the 4 seasons that come and go. And it constantly reminds me of the fact that change is inevitable, and you know, even if you enjoy a specific season more than the others, it doesn't matter, because all the seasons are constantly shifting and changing. And I think that's so beautiful. Like, I don't want to cry right now, but I think it's the beauty of life is to embrace change and let go, and don't be so attached to anything. Don't fear losing out on anything or the loss of something, because you'll always get it back in, you know, one shape or form or another. And I love that what nature constantly reminds us, and how the seasons constantly remind us of that notion. I'm drinking my coffee, so I get real cozy. So my throat was feeling kind of dry, so I'm glad I have my coffee with me. Okay, so the first section of this December chapter is called Growing Mountain Holly. Very cool. The mountain holly, also known as the mountain winterberry, is a deciduous large shrub or small tree of spreading habit with smooth shoots, often shrubby with several stems from the base. The bright red fruits are amongst the largest of the American hollies and can persist well into winter. They are attractive to birds, which disperse the seeds. It is occasionally grown in gardens and thrives best in woodland conditions. It has a very simple leaf type. Its leaf shape is broadly elliptic to ovate. Its leaf size is 9 times 5 centimeters or 3.5 times 2 inches. Arrangement, it has an alternate arrangement. Its bark is smooth and gray with prominent lenticels. Its flowers are small and white in clusters in the leaf axils, males and females on separate plants. Its fruit is a spherical red berry of 1 centimeter or 1/2 inch across. Its habitat is usually moist woods in the mountains. The leaves of the mountain holly are rather thin in texture, broadly elliptic to ovate, up to 9 centimeters / 3.5 inches long and 5 centimeters / 2 inches across. They are tapered at the base to a petiole of about 1.5 centimeters / 5.5 inches and taper pointed at the tip with a sharply toothed margin. Dark green above and paler beneath. They are smooth on both sides or have white hairs along the veins. Sorry if I sound really tired. I feel like my voice does not sound good in this video. It's very raspy and dry, so I'm gonna drink some more coffee. I don't know why my voice sounds like that today. Oh, and here is the illustration. Okay, the next section is called rainwater harvesting. Water is our most precious resource, and in this current climate, it is essential that gardeners and farmers harvest their own water. Recycling rainwater is cheap and environmentally friendly, and your plants prefer it because unlike most domestic tap water, it hasn't been treated with chemicals. You can harvest rainwater from the house or shed roof by ringing up gutters, or you can capture water from existing gutters by intercepting the drainage pipes and guiding them into a water tank. Systems can be purchased in gardening shops or are readily available online, and it might be worth contacting your local council for some advice. Make sure your storage tanks are covered with lids, reclaimed materials or tarps to prevent mosquito breeding and to reduce evaporation losses, algal growth, and contamination. Recycling water can also be done from household water waste like old baths and washing up bowls. However you recycle water, the environment and your plants will thank you for it, and so will your pocket. It is important to provide your plants with sufficient water by keeping the soil around them moist at all times, but not waterlogged. Always apply water in the cool of the morning or evening, even when the wind is calm, to prevent water loss through heat evaporation. I think recycling water is very important. I think more people should look into doing this. And when I say more people, I mean me. Sorry, I'm so tired for some reason. I just feel like I have no energy. All right, the next section is called Boost Your Mindset. Restore balance and stability with this simple exercise. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, shoulders relaxed, and chin tilted slightly upwards. Picture a thread that travels through the top of your head and down your spine. Imagine that this thread is being tugged gently and feel your spine gradually lengthening. Turn your attention to the soles of your feet and feel the weight of your body as it's balanced equally through each leg. Bounce lightly, bending at the knees, and notice how you are supported by the earth. Draw your hands palms together and pull them into your heart. Close your eyes and picture a yin-yang symbol in the center of your chest. Focus on this image for a few minutes and breathe deeply. The yin-yang symbol is universally associated with balance. This, combined with a physical exercise that focuses on posture and movement, helps to promote a sense of stability and equilibrium. That's cool. So that's like a little exercise that you can do. I love this illustration. It's like very spiritual. I think I'm like really tired because I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet. Okay. Oh my god, this is a long chapter. I might have to do this in 2 parts because this is a very long chapter. Okay, well, we'll see. I'll see if I get through all this in one video. My voice is raspy and I'm tired. Okay, the next section is called Growing Cinnamon, which I feel like I associate cinnamon with fall. I don't really associate cinnamon with winter or like, you know, Christmas or the holidays. I feel like I associate it more with like fall and like spooky season and like cozy, crisp leaves and stuff. Anyways, whatever. Growing cinnamon. Cinnamon trees are native to hot countries such as Sri Lanka and Malaysia. They grow to 9 millimeters or 30 feet in height with brown, papery bark and shiny, tough green leaves. The flowers are creamy white and turn into blue oval-shaped berries. Cinnamon trees thrive in a tropical climate with plenty of hot sunshine and rain and a minimum temperature of 15 degrees Celsius or 59 degrees Fahrenheit. The commercial spice is made from the dried inner bark of young shoots. The trees are cut back close to the ground to encourage resprouting at low level to increase yield when harvesting. This spice has been a vital medicine in incense and flavoring since biblical times. In Indian Ayurvedic medicine, it is considered an effective remedy for menstrual, respiratory, immune system, and digestive problems. The world's cinnamon trade was first monopolized by the Portuguese in the 16th century and was then taken over by the Dutch in the 17th century. It was a valuable commodity because of the popularity of the flavor. Part of plant used: inner bark, leaves, active ingredients, gum, mucilage, tannins, volatile oil. Commercially available as whole powdered spice, tablets, indigestion medicine, or essential oil from leaves. Actions: astringent, antifungal, anti-rheumatic, circulation stimulant, and digestive tonic. Used to treat indigestion, gas, sluggish digestion. Tablets or indigestion formulae taken as directed ease gas in the bowel and stimulate digestive processes. Cold, influenza, coughs, it can support immune function. Cinnamon leaf essential oil can be used as a soothing inhalation. Yeast infections, 2 drops of essential oil added to a warm bathtub soothes irritation. Rheumatism, osteoarthritis, 2 drops of essential oil added to 2 teaspoons of sunflower oil. Massage into affected areas, improve circulation. Culinary use as a spice in apple dishes and in Middle Eastern and Indian savory recipes. Safety information: whole spice is not to be used medicinally during pregnancy. Avoid using essential oil on sensitive skin or on young children. So that's cool. I mean, cinnamon has a lot of really cool like health benefits. It's also obviously very delicious. I think I'm gonna have to stop the video here because I am starving and I don't want to continue on with like, you know, my low energy right now. But I'm proud of myself for sitting down and filming this video, even though I didn't really feel like it, but I don't have any more time to film for the rest of this month because my family is gonna be all gathering for the holidays and stuff. So, an ad just came on, so that's cue for me to stop, and then I'm gonna pick this up again soon. Hi, so I'm back again. I took a short little break, pause, mid-filming to go eat some lunch with my grandma and also enjoy some more of my coffee. I know this is really huge. I feel like everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's such a big cup, but yeah, I drink a lot of coffee. I'm a fiend. I also switched up the Christmas music a little bit because I didn't really like the other live stream. I feel like the music didn't really sound that Christmassy, but this kind of sounds a bit more like classical Christmas music, but in like a jazz form. So yeah, hopefully it's not too loud and hopefully you can still hear me because I turned up the volume a bit since this live stream was a bit quieter than the other live stream. But anyways, I remember we left off at, let's see, these pages are sticking together. Okay, so we left off talking about cinnamon. which I tend to associate with fall more, but that's just me. Okay, so the next step, it's about soil. It's a plant knowledge section. To understand how to feed your plants, you need to understand your soil. We walk on it every day, we build on it, we dig it up, yet we often forget it is the most fundamental element in the garden. Soil looks relatively simple, brown, and dirty, but it is full of life and is an incredibly dynamic and complex ecosystem. Soil, the earth beneath our feet. The soil consists of 3 layers: the topsoil, which contains the most nutrients and organic matter; the subsoil, where the particularly decomposed rock exists, or where the partially decomposed rock exists, and the parent rock, which has a large influence on the nature of the soil and affects its pH and makeup. Soil makeup and soil pH. The pH determines which plants you can grow. For example, chalk soils are very alkaline and won't support plants like heather or rhododendrons, which prefer the acid soil found in clay, sedimentary rock soil. The pH scale is used by gardeners to identify their soils and what crops they can grow by measuring the acidity and alkalinity of soil arranging. The ideal pH reading for most plants to thrive in is 7.5. Soil types. A soil's physical character A soil's physical character is determined by the organic matter content and the balance of clay, silt, and sand. This affects its workability, aeration, and ability to retain or release moisture and nutrients. So the chalk is very alkaline and free draining, but can dry out easily. Although a fertile soil, the alkalinity prevents many of the nutrients from being made available to the plants. To combat this, regularly add well-rotted organic matter. I just choked on my spit, I'm sorry. This is a very just laid back December video. I feel like I'm usually such a perfectionist and my other videos tend to be a bit more calming and I'm speaking in a more softer voice, and I don't know, I feel like this video has been kind of a shit show, but it is what it is. At least I have cozy music going on in the background and hopefully you can hear me. I'm kind of yelling a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is. Clay soil is nutrient rich, but it is heavy and difficult for air, water, and plant roots to move through when wet. When dry, it forms hard clots. To make it more workable, add well-rotted organic matter such as compost and manure. Loam, considered ideal for growing. Loam is a mix of 40% sand, 40% silt, and 20% clay, making a well-drained, moisture-retentive, nutrient-rich, and easy-to-cultivate soil. Sandy soils have large particles, making them free-draining, but leach water and nutrients, making them poor and prone to dry out. They are light and easy to cultivate and can be improved with the addition of well-rotted organic matter. Silt is soft and smooth and holds a lot of water, but is better draining than clay because the particles are bigger. It is found in river estuaries. Silt soil can become compact like clay, and the addition of organic matter will aid aeration. I think that is the pH levels. I know it's backwards. It is what it is. Filming YouTube videos is hard, okay? I'm not gonna edit it to make it front facing or forward, but yeah. So I guess most soils survive in 7.5 pH levels. So that's all the way up here in the red. My neck is so sore. This video is such a freaking shit show. But you're kind of seeing the real me come out, because I feel like in a lot of my other YouTube videos I try to sound more composed and articulate, where I feel like this is the real crazy me that's really coming out in December's video. Because I'm just so tired and I feel like I don't really have motivation to keep up with this channel. I feel like I'm such a perfectionist and I keep forcing myself to go along with it and stuff, but I don't know, I feel like this channel isn't really growing that well, so I'm more so excited to start my fitness channel, or like my fitness like online virtual studio, and also take my private clients on the side. But we'll see where that takes off, or where that goes, or if that takes off at all. I don't know. I do still really like this channel a lot though, and I feel like I have so much to talk about, but I just never have time to sit down and film. And I feel like when I do end up sitting down to film, I feel like I'm like at a loss for words. Like everything just like leaves my head. So yeah, that is what it is. Okay, so the next part is called lunar gardening. I'm also wearing my PJs right now, by the way. Don't mind my like ADHD coming in, but I'm wearing PJs. And I'm just wearing a jacket to cover up because I want to be cute and cozy. It's the holiday season and I'm in my PJs, drinking my coffee, reading this book for you guys in my room with cozy, jazzy Christmas music playing in the background. And yeah, it's a good time. I feel like if you're this far into the video, you're probably thinking to yourself, what the hell did I get myself into? Who is this crazy girl? I promise you my other videos are not like this. I am just really hyper right now for some reason. It's so funny because I was so sluggish and tired filming the first half of this video, and then the second half I'm like just chatting away, getting distracted left and right, and just super crazy and rambunctious and distracted. I already said distracted, but you know what I mean. I meant to say hyper. I'm very hyper right now. Probably because of this big ass coffee that's like the size of my head. Grab a drink, grab a cozy drink. We're doing this. We're gonna drink cozy drinks together. Okay, so the next part is called lunar gardening. Sounds very interesting. Some gardeners believe the moon has a fundamental effect on the success of a garden. They are inspired by our ancestors who watched the rhythms of the night skies and studied the relationship between the moon and plants and animals. Rudolf Steiner was an advocate of lunar gardening and suggested using the lunar and planetary influences to time activities such as sowing, weeding, and harvesting. Skeptics believe lunar gardening is just ancient folklore, but there is scientific evidence to suggest it works. The Earth is in a large gravitational field, which is influenced by the moon and the sun. The moon pulls the tides and likewise has an effect on the soil water, causing it to rise and become available to plants. During the new moon phase, the lunar gravity pulls water up, making it a good time to sow seeds of plants that fruit above ground and annual crops that produce seed on the outside of their fruit. In the first quarter phase, the Earth is exhaling as the moon's gravitational pull weakens, but the moonlight is strong. The sap rises and it is good for leaf growth and starting anything new. When there's a full moon, the moonlight is decreasing and the growing energy is pulled down towards the roots, making it a good time to sow root crops. As the energy is directed at the root's top, regrowth won't be as rapid, so it's a perfect time to prune and weed. As the moon wanes, it is a barren phase where the plants need to rest and prepare for the next new moon. Gardening jobs for this phase are digging and mulching, mowing lawns to decrease growth, and harvesting crops. So that's interesting. Lunar gardening. Can you imagine that? It's really cool. I feel like lunar anything, like lunar gardening, just following the phases of the moon, like that is so soothing to me. Like the idea of that, it's very like feminine energy, just very like, I'm like super into like the whole like masculine energy and feminine energy. And I mean, obviously like I know a lot of life coaches on this platform and on social media in general tend to like use it in terms of like dating advice, but I mean, you don't really have to take it as dating advice. You can just take it as how it is. You know, it's like the yin and yang symbol, yin and yang sign. Like you kind of need like a healthy balance of structure and action oriented systems in place, like the masculine energy, but then there's like the more spiritual, philosophical, just like flowy, creative, feminine energy. And I think, you know, the moon really like aligns with the feminine energy. It's just so like, it's so subtle and beautiful. It's not as like big and burning and bright and powerful like the sun. Like you're not gonna get like a moon burn like you get a sunburn, but like it's still there. It's still always there. It's soothing. It lights up the night sky. It's just a beautiful sight. And it's not gonna hurt you when you land on the moon, because humans love landing on things in space, and you can't land on the sun because you'll just like, but yeah, I don't know. I think the moon is very beautiful. And also I'm Vietnamese, and we celebrate Lunar New Year because we follow the lunar calendar, not the solar calendar that the Western countries follow. So, or like the Western continents follow. So I feel like it's kind of more intuitive for me as like a Vietnamese woman who, like, I'm very much like in touch with my feminine energy, but I'm also like, it's in my culture to like follow the phases of the moon, and like we celebrate Lunar New Year. We like follow like the lunar calendar and everything. So it's really great. That was just my little spiel. Let's see. Almost done. I think the thing is, like, I'm getting a little burnt out with this series. Like, I know in the beginning I said that the series was very healing for me to make, and as much as it is healing, I feel like it's kind of hindering me at the same time in terms of like starting my own like series of like other things to talk about. I feel like I feel kind of trapped in like just doing this series like every month. And I know everyone's gonna say like, well then just quit, or like just stop and you can pick it back up any other time and just talk about anything else. And it's like, I don't know, I'm like so OCD where I feel like I have to just finish this series. And I still have like 4 more months to go, I think. January, February, March, April. Yeah, so I have 4 more videos of this series to make, because the first video of the series I made was in May, so that there was a May video, but I need to go from January to April, and then I'll be finished with the series, and then I can finally put the series to rest and then talk about anything else that comes to mind. I feel like that would be way more fun, and I think I would have more like motivation to like keep up with this channel. Okay, so December is a long chapter in this book, but we're not done yet. The next section is a recipe, and it's called Let's Ferment Seeds. Let me take a sip from my coffee. Fermentation of seeds occurs as a natural process in the garden as the fruits fall to the ground and rot. Fermentation kills off any seed-borne diseases that can affect the next generation of plants. Only ferment seeds that you are likely to germinate in the short term within 5 years. The fermentation process can easily be mimicked in the kitchen. Ingredients: spoon, sterilized jar, a sieve, plate, airtight container. A method: scoop out the seeds and pulp of your chosen fruit into a sterilized jar and fill it with double the amount of water. Stir vigorously and store the mixture in a warm place at 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit for up to 3 days until you see white bubbling on the surface of the mixture. After a day of bubbling, pour the brew into a bowl of water and gently separate the seeds from the pulp with your fingers. Live seeds will sink to the bottom of the bowl. Rinse and sieve the seeds several times, then place the seeds on a plate in a cool, dry place for several days before storing them in an airtight container. Label the container with the type of seed and date. Store it somewhere dark and cool. So that's cool. That's the recipe to ferment your own seeds if you want to. Very interesting. Ooh, this is a really nice illustration for this next part. I'm just kind of looking ahead. Okay, let's see. All right, we're almost done. I think there's only three more little sections to read in this chapter. Okay, so the next part is called Well-Being Nature by Night. The night has special powers to free us from daytime worries. No one will call or email you. People who give you stress are asleep, in theory at least. But how many of us lay awake at night worrying about everything and nothing, turning small problems into monsters? To benefit from the calming effect of the night, we need to turn off the artificial lighting or our television and computer screens long before we go to bed. In order to get into that wonderful state of mind that the night can bring us, we have to go outside. The stars, the moon, the silence, the darkness, it's all there for us. With the absence of bright lights, your other senses fill in the gap. You'll become aware of the soft touch of the night breeze on your skin. What seems like silence turns into an orchestra of nature sounds if you pay attention to it. High-pitched crickets chirping endlessly, night owls calling, bats flying. What seems like darkness will turn into beautiful shades of blue. If you take a deep breath, you smell the earthy aroma of damp plants and trees. I actually really like this section. This might be my favorite section, and this is my favorite illustration for December's chapter so far. Like, I hate the nighttime. I feel like I have outgrown my seasonal depression, but I still hate the nighttime. I hate the dark. Even as a 25-year-old, I feel like I still am afraid of the dark. So I always have to have my little, let me move out of the way so you can see. I don't know if, this video is like blurry, so I don't think you can kind of see, but my little like rock lamp in the background. I know it's probably blurry, but hopefully you can see. And then I have these like little fairy lights. I'm just gonna bend down. I have fairy lights in the back. All over my windowsill, all over these shelves. They're all turned on right now, but it's too bright in here, so I don't know. There we go, you can see it more. I have these fairy lights, and then I have my rock lamp. And, oh my goodness. My little light in front of me, lighting up my face, is making me look so washed out like a ghost. But yeah, I have these lights all over, and then I have my rock lamp because I am afraid of the dark. Let me just turn on the light one more time, even though I do like this ambient lighting. It's really nice, but it makes me look like I'm a washed out Voldemort ghost. So I'll be right back. There we go, that's better. You can actually see my eyebrows this time. An ad just turned on the live stream, so let me go skip it.
8 pounds, which should be 8 to 10 adults.
Okay. This video is a mess. A mess. But I'm keeping all these bloopers in because I am too lazy to edit it out. And if I get bogged down with editing, I'm never gonna keep filming these videos. I swear to God. So I'm doing this for me. For my mental health, my sake. But yeah, I hate the nighttime, but I feel like this truly is a really great perspective and a great way to look at it. Like, I do feel like, you know, at nighttime, people tend to leave you alone. You're supposed to be sleeping, so it's a lot more like chill and quiet and laid back. Obviously, if you're working a 9 to 5, you might tend to actually enjoy the evening and nighttime even more than the daytime, because the daytime you have to be stuck in the office, stuck at work, whatever, you know? And for me, like, I just feel like, you know, I'm terrified of the dark, but also my worries tend to like pop in my brain a lot more during nighttime as I'm trying to fall asleep, because during the daytime, I can do things like film a video or just like do whatever and distract myself from like my worries and my problems and my insecurities and anxieties and stressors and stuff like that. But like at nighttime when I'm like gonna go to sleep, I feel like I over worry about everything. But I think this is a great reminder to just appreciate the beauty of the nighttime, you know? I feel like nature is just, it's so beautiful because everything is so temporary, you know what I mean? Like life is so fleeting, and even each moment in life that is cyclical in nature, like nature processes like night and day or seasons or months or days or whatever, it just all changes. It's so fleeting, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Okay, so the next section is called Roots, and it's a plant knowledge section. Roots are a plant's primary way of gaining nourishment. Tiny hairs on the root reach out into the soil using ion exchange to absorb nutrients. A plant that has been in the soil a long time has grown a great beard of hairy root filaments, not unlike the connections we form as members of a community. All those filaments and folds help connect a plant not only to nutrients in the soil, but also to other organisms around the plant. Through fungi in the soil, plants' roots of the same and different species can exchange nutrients and chemicals. When you pull up a root, many of these finer threads break off and remain in the soil to decay, adding organic matter. In soils where nutrients are scarce, the root's length can far exceed the height of the plant. Those root structures help build the soil as well as the plant. Roots not only suck up nutrients, they also act as the plant's cellar. In winter, plants store sugars, starches, and nutrients in their roots, whilst the rest of the plant goes dormant. For us gardeners, this translates as improved taste and nutrient in root vegetables such as carrots and potatoes, which have been left in the soil through a frost or two. We crave root stews in autumn and winter because roots store well, but also because consuming a plant's roots give us earth medicine at a time when we seek the grounded stillness of winter. In traditional Chinese medicine, root vegetables are balanced and nourishing, neither too cleansing nor too rich. Many root vegetables are said to clear toxins, cleanse the blood, and support digestion. I love root vegetables. Carrots, potatoes, beets, like I love all that stuff. It's so good. So they're speaking music to my ears, knowing that they're actually really healthy and they taste really good, especially during the colder months. So that's a given. My throat's getting dry again, so I have to drink some more coffee. Let's all take a pause to listen to this. I love jazzy, like, cozy music like that. Okay, so the last section, and also one of my favorite sections, if not my favorite, is called Stargazing, Shooting Stars. One of the most magical stargazing experiences we can have is seeing a shooting star. They are always unexpected and totally unpredictable. No wonder they give us that little feeling of thrill and wonder. They are so fleeting, though, that by the time you see one out of the corner of your eye, it's gone. If you are trying to spot one, you need to be looking up with a wide open attention and with your awareness on your peripheral vision. This is actually quite calming because when we feel safe, our vision and in all our senses softens. When we feel anxious or fearful and become hypervigilant, our vision narrows. Very interesting. A shooting star, a meteor, is created by a meteoroid, a small rocky fragment of a comet or asteroid, searing through the Earth's atmosphere and burning up. Meteoroids bombard the Earth all the time, mostly in the form of dust or tiny sand grains. At certain times of the year, you can see a whole shower of them as the Earth passes through the dusty leftovers of the tail of a long-forgotten comet. If the meteor is big enough to survive the fiery journey downwards, then it will hit the ground. Then it will hit the ground or sea, and we will call it a meteorite. What is wrong with my throat today? Like, I'm just so dry. Okay, so that was the last section of the December chapter in this book. It's also coincidentally the last chapter of the book in general, but I started late. I started filming this series in May, so technically I'm gonna have to start back in the beginning again with January in the next month. But December is the last chapter of the book in general, so. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the illustration. Very pretty. Stars, moon, trees, very nice. Okay. So that was that. That was this book. I know I probably stuttered my way through reading most of it, but again, if you've been watching the series for a while, then you should know even though I love to read, I'm terrible at reading out loud because I tend to stutter over my own words a lot, and I either speak too fast or too slow or just mumbling. And yeah, so this isn't the best YouTube series ever, but it is great for what it is because I'm proud of it, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. Okay, and then last but not least, I'm just gonna be reading a little section snippet from this book to end off the video. Last time in November, we read What is Mental Wellness? And then this time, I'll turn to the next page and read the section called Our Mental Landscape. Our mental landscape. Mental well-being is sometimes seen as a choice. It is true that many choices we make about things we can control, such as relationships and diet, influence mental health. However, factors that we cannot control, such as our childhoods or changes of season, also affect us. Mental and emotional balance is about recognizing what we can change and accepting or finding coping strategies for what is beyond our control. Our experiences. Changes in mental wellness, when they happen, can sometimes feel as if they come out of the blue. Aspects of our lives that we have little or no control over shape our mental and emotional well-being. Fortunately, our understanding of how we can better equip ourselves to cope is growing. Childhood experiences can influence mental health throughout our lives. Being nurtured and cared for sets us up with a strong foundation for robust mental health and resilience when we are older. However, neglect, abuse, or trauma in childhood without support and healing can affect us as adults. In addition, there is some evidence that if a parent had mental health issues, this can increase the chance that their children may experience similar problems. So being aware of the warning signs and acting on these is important. Life stages impact our mental health landscape. Every significant life stage or event, including puberty, moving out of our childhood home, committing to a relationship, buying a home of our own, separation, job loss, childbirth, and bereavement, all present significant emotional challenges. For women, certain life phases such as the onset of menstruation, pregnancy, and menopause bring significant hormonal fluctuations that can influence mood and our ability to cope with life's ups and downs. Changes in our natural environment, such as lower levels of sunlight in the fall and winter, can trigger a form of depression known as seasonal affective disorder, or SAD, in some susceptible individuals. Our physical environment is thought to influence mental well-being. Studies show that city dwellers without access to green spaces may be more prone to depression and anxiety, while rural residents can face challenges such as isolation. Where possible, making sure we spend time in natural environments and ensuring we stay connected with others will help to support our mental well-being. Adult trauma can be a major challenge to mental health. Being a victim of crime or in a situation where we fear for our safety, such as combat, can be emotionally scarring. Physical health is intertwined with mental well-being. There are obvious physical causes of mental and emotional issues such as head injury or epilepsy. Those who suffer from chronic pain, for example, with back problems or fibromyalgia, are more vulnerable to depression. Other factors are also influential. For example, the nutrients we eat daily support or hamper our mental and physical health. Our relationships can play an important role in mental well-being. A mutually supportive and loving relationship can help us cope with challenges when unhappy, dysfunctional, or abusive relationships erode well-being. Social isolation or loneliness also significantly impacts mental wellness, and bereavement can profoundly affect us. Similarly, long-term carers can be more vulnerable to mental health problems. That's me. I'm a caretaker, so hopefully I'm not gonna get very bad mental health. Financial stress. Not that I've quit my job. Affects mental health, whether it's not having enough money to meet basic needs, for example, or the loss of a job or business. Financial instability can cause emotional and mental distress. How we cope. These factors can work individually or at the same time through our lives. The more challenges we face, the harder it can be to maintain balance. Poor lifestyle choices and turning to props such as alcohol or drugs to escape pain disrupt our ability to develop healthy coping skills. Instead, we need to find positive ways to cope. So an important quote to take note of is every significant life stage or event presents emotional challenges. And then the seasons and being in nature can directly affect our mood. These damn commercials. Oh my gosh. These commercials are so annoying. But yeah, the seasons and being in nature can directly affect our mood. Stuff like that. So that was a section that I just read. It's already half an hour. Oh my god. This video is gonna be a long one. Well, I guess you can treat it as like a podcast, because I feel like a lot of podcast episodes go on way longer than an hour. And I know this video will definitely be reminiscent of a podcast because of how long it is. But anyways, I'm just gonna end it here before I drone on and on again, and you will wanna just blow your brains out. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video here, as I've said, but I just wanted to apologize for being so unhinged in this video. I feel like December's video has been a total mess, and I don't know if I'm gonna be that proud of it after I finish editing and putting it all together, but I just really wanted to sit down and film today and just get this video done. It's been giving me anxiety, the fact that I've been putting it off. For some reason, like, I don't know, I just haven't really had the motivation to keep up with filming the series. And I'm excited for the series to be over because I feel like it will give me more like motivation to just like film and edit like other types of talking videos where I can just speak my mind anytime I want. Like anytime something like an idea or a topic pops in my head, I could just like sit down and press record and be proud of it because I was able to speak my mind in the moment. But I feel like this series has been kind of hindering my creative process in a way, but I also don't want to give up on it because I have like OCD, and I feel like I really need to pull through and just finish it because I'm so close to being done. I only have 4 more videos of the series to film. So we're getting through it. We're chipping away.
For how long?
Oh my god, my Siri just like activated.
For how long?
What in the world? My Siri just like activated. Anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying the cozy Christmas music in the background. I know that I was talking over it and I was probably yelling at you, and I apologize for that, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, a little more special for this video because it is the holiday season and Christmas is coming up soon if you celebrate. So I kind of just wanted to add like an extra layer of coziness, and I'm in my PJs as I've mentioned, and I got my coffee with me for this video, so hopefully you were able to grab a drink yourself. And I feel like, you know what, just pretend like you're hanging out with me, like you're hanging out with a buddy, a friend, you know, like a best friend. This is like a FaceTiming session with me. But yeah, anyways, I will stop droning on and talking your ears off. And I really do sincerely appreciate any person ever that actually clicks on these videos and watches them or comments or likes them. I don't know. I'm just so appreciative of all of you guys out there. And yeah, thank you so much for just giving me a little bit of your time and energy. It's very much appreciated. And I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season. You know, whether you're celebrating by yourself or with friends and family or any community that you're a part of, I wish you all the best. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, noon, afternoon, evening, or nighttime, whenever it is you're watching this. And I will see you soon in the next one. So, bye.